make sure y'all can see it. Should I do it this way or let's do it this way. All right, I'm here. I'm late, but I had to get me something to eat. So, but I'm here. Better late than never, right? Yes. Okay. All right, so we are about to sew. Let me go get the pattern. We're gonna make Simplicity 8059. Y'all gonna watch me sew 8059. I'm streaming on 2 different devices, so just so you know, if you see me going over here and going over here, we are sewing 8059 on Simplicity 8059. Now I've already cut everything out, which makes it go by so much faster. And this is the duster. I mean, it's pretty much very clear cut as to how we're gonna do it, but I'm putting long sleeves on mine because when I made this before, I didn't put the sleeves on there. You know what, y'all? It would help if I changed my thread. So we are going to change the thread and get the right color. What are you making? I'm making a duster. I'm making this. I'm going to make view, ooh. Now that I'm looking at this, I cut to make view D, this one, the long one. But I don't know if I should do this one, view D, or should I do this one? Now that I'm looking at it, because I'm making a 3-piece set. So because I'm making a 3-piece set and the pants are going to be long pants, I'm wondering if I should do this length instead of this length. I think I just came up with something, y'all. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this length. I cut for this length, but I think I'm going to do this length. I think I'm changing my mind, and I'm going to do this length instead of this length. I initially cut this length to do, but I'm thinking I'm gonna make this length, right? I don't know, you tell me what y'all think. I think I'm gonna do this one because I'm doing a 3-piece set, so I want it to go that way. So, well, thank you very much, WD Edits. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Are you a Muslim? No, I am not. I am not. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. And you know what? Where's my instructions? I don't need the instructions, but I just like to look back at them just to make sure that I'm doing it right. one. Oh, okay. Even though I don't need it, but you know, I like to have it here so that it can tell me exactly. Oh, I need some thread. All right, y'all hold on a second. Let me go get some thread. Let me go get some thread. Hold on. Where is my All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right, so we are going to thread this up. Okay, I'm using this knit fabric that I got from Joann's. And first, we are going to stay stitch the neck edge on 8. So this is 7. Somebody's knocking at my door, y'all. Hold on. Why are they always coming when I'm working? All right. We're going to stay stitch the neck edge on 8. So where y'all from? I ain't gonna be able to watch and talk and sew at the same time, but where are you watching from? So when you stay stitch the neck edge, what that does, because I'm using a knit, it stabilizes it and it gives it some structure. That's all that does. It just gives it structure. All right. So now this is a pretty easy sew. This is a pretty quick sew, which those are the type of sewings that I like to do. So let's go ahead now and put together our front and our back. I don't typically use a lot of pins, but we are going to sew the shoulders together now. Five-eighths of an inch seam line. Oh, you from Philly? What's up, Billy? Billy in the house. All right. So let's go ahead and put our two. Now I'm sewing the shoulders together. I'm using 5/8 of an inch seam allowance here. I'm telling y'all, I have in mind, or what I have in mind for this is a 3-piece set. What type of fabric am I using? I'm using this cable knit fabric. It's a cable knit fabric that I got from Joann's a very long time ago. I don't even know if they even still have it, but I actually found it in my stash when I was cleaning up the other day, and it's a cable knit. I don't know if you can kind of see that on there. It's really pretty, really pretty. I like the drape. Really, really nice. So now we're gonna sew the other shoulder together. And the way I'm gonna finish my raw edges is I'm going to thank you. I'm going to serge it. I'm going to. I'll actually have y'all can watch me restring my serger, because right now it has white thread in there, so I'm gonna change the thread. Okay, but you're gonna see how easy this comes together. All right, next we're gonna sew the sides together. I don't typically use a lot of pins when I sew. And when I say not a lot of pins, none. As you can see, I haven't put any pins in here, depending on the type of fabric that I'm using. My bad. Someone called me. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Somebody tell me yes, you can hear me. Please tell me you can hear me. Yeah, depending on the type. Can you hear me? I'm hoping you can hear me. Depending on the type of fabric I use will determine if I put pins in there or not. But with this, I don't need no pins, so. Yeah, this is a really nice fabric. And it's gonna be so cute, I'm telling you. But I think I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna do the extra long. I'm gonna make it stop at my okay, thank you. I'm gonna make it stop at my when I make it. Anybody else in here sews? Okay. One side down. Let's do the other side. Anybody over here sews? I like my cardigans long, and I'm only 5'1". Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I love a good cardigan that sweeps the grounds. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But usually, when I make my cardigans too, I like them really long too. And I'm 5'7", 5'7.5", 5'8". So I'm pretty tall. But I love a good cardigan that sweeps the ground too, girl. But I think for this one, because I'm making a 3-piece set and I'm gonna use pants, I think for this one I'm not gonna make it that long. I think I'm gonna make it a midi. Let me tell y'all something. I do this all day, right? I do alterations all day. I'm an alteration specialist. And so I'm on this machine all day, sewing for other people, fixing their clothes, fixing their sheet, fixing whatever it is they want me to fix. But when I tell you, when I come on here and I can actually sew something for myself, it is like so refreshing and so satisfying. And I absolutely love it. And that's one of the things that I said I'm going to do in 2025 is start sewing a little bit more for myself. Because when I look back and I was like, well, what did I make for myself in 2024? Barely anything. Which is whack. To me anyway, so I'm gonna start making time to start sewing for myself, and this is one of the ways that I'm gonna do that, by holding myself accountable by doing the Sew Lucky Jar challenge. So okay, but y'all look, just that easy. So far, that's already been put together. But we need to serge it because I got to get them edges clean. And I didn't change my serger. I didn't change my serger thread. I did not change my serger thread. So I need to go change the thread. Y'all gonna watch me do it. I have an industrial serger, so let me show you. But where is it? Oh, I gotta get the thread. I have an industrial serger, so let's change the thread. I don't know if I'm able to bring y'all. I want to bring y'all over there too, but I don't think I can bring y'all over there. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to bring y'all. Let me go get some thread. All right, we're gonna go with this. I couldn't find. I really wanted a closer color, but I couldn't find it. So let me show you how I do this. I do this so easy and simple. Watch this. So I cut, cut, cut. I put the new color on. 1, 2, 3. I tie the ends. Right? Like this. And clip it. Tie this one. Like this. And I'm going to tie this one. Like this. Okay, and then, let me move you over a little bit. Then, that's the way I do mine. It's so easy, isn't it? What's your name? Nina. It's so easy. And then this is what I do. But I don't pull the strings. I turn it on. And I serge. Okay. And then I bring the last string down manually. Like that. And then I thread it like that. And voila, it's been changed. All right, so now let's go serge the duster. Okay, so we're gonna serge the shoulders. That color's not bad. It matches it close enough. Not bad. All right, we're gonna do the other shoulder. And then we're gonna do the side seams. Now I like to take my time when I serge because let me tell y'all something. When I first, or I should say the first time I serged on this machine, I'm serging, going about my business. And would you believe that what I was serging, this, like a piece of it got caught up underneath here, and it serged what I wanted to serge, and it serged what I didn't want it to serge. I was so mad. And ever since that day, I take my time when I serge. I was so hot because now I had a big ass hole in in the thing I was sewing. I was so mad. Now we're doing the other side. Okay. So now we got the shoulders sewn up, and we got the shoulders sewn up, and we got the sides sewn up. All right. So next, let's put the sleeves on. All right. And I made long sleeves. Y'all, I'm in Florida, South Florida to be a little more specific. And why it was like in the 40s today, in the high 40s, but in the 40s nonetheless. Who told Florida it was allowed to get that cold? Man, I was cold. It's still cold. That's why I was late. Well, I wasn't late because it was cold, but I'm just saying. I was late because I had to get me something to eat. But it's still cold out there. And I don't like the cold. I can only imagine being in Philly. Shoot. Y'all can have that. Yeah, it's real cold. Y'all can have that. I am good. All right, you know what? Let me try the sleeve on because I want to make sure that is to my liking before I see. I mean, that's okay, but I don't like all this extra right here. So I'm gonna make this a little bit slimmer. I'm gonna make this a little slimmer because I don't like all this extra right here. So let's wait. I should measure it. I'm gonna do. I don't like the cold either, and it's freezing up here. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how y'all do that. But your girl can't do that. I can't do that cold. My sister live in Atlanta, and one year I went up there. I went up there for one of them holidays, Thanksgiving or one of them holidays. I'm gonna do like a inch. And when I tell you, I said no, I'm not doing this again. No, 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 no. Y'all can keep that cold weather right where you have it. I'm not. I couldn't wait to get back home. Okay, so what I'm doing now is before I put the sleeve on the duster, I'm gonna trim it down because it's just a little too wide for me. So let's go ahead and let's do that. All right, let's test it again, see if that's enough. Yeah, yes. Y'all see that? Yes. There we go. Yeah, that's better. And I got some long arms. I never have to adjust the sleeve on patterns, like the patterns that I be making. I'll be never having to adjust the sleeve because my arm's so freaking long. All right, so that's good there. So let's do the other one. Okay. I'm so happy y'all here with me because let me tell you, when I decided to do this So Lucky Jar challenge, right? And I know some of y'all probably like, what the hell is a soul lucky jar challenge? Well, um, one of my soul sisters, Diana, she put together a soul lucky jar challenge, right? And in that challenge, you essentially are putting some patterns into a jar, and then you are picking the pattern that you want to sew, like a bunch of different patterns that you want to sew for yourself. You put them in a jar, and then you do like, oh, here's my jar right here. So all the patterns that I want to sew, put them in a jar, and then you pick the pattern, and then you decide, oh, my bad. Here's my jar right here. And then you decide, and then whatever pattern you pick, that's what you sew, right? So this was the pattern that I picked. This was the first one that I picked. But I'm so glad I'm doing this because it's keeping me accountable, number one. It's making me sew, number two, for myself, because I sew all day, every day. So it's making me sew for myself. And I really enjoy doing this. Let me tell you. Oh, that's what I was telling you. I do alterations, right? Every time I do sleep, mines come out too long because my arms and feet are short. Yeah, no, it's a great idea. When I was on Instagram and I saw her do that and do the challenge, I was like, yo, that is smart. I said, I've got to do that. So that's why I joined it, because even last year, I think I sold, when I did my year in review, I probably sold myself like, I want to say 4 or 5 dresses. Everything was for everybody else. And I'm like, Tissa, what's up, girl? Like, no, we changing that. Like, I was about to tell a lie. I was about to say, I don't mind sewing for others, but I do. I don't like sewing for other people. I've now learned that I don't like sewing for other people. I don't like making clothes. Let me put it that way. I don't like making clothes for others. And I realized, I said, no, I have to start to do what makes me happy. Because, yeah. Ooh, is that one too tight? Wait, let's compare. Hold on. Yeah, this side is a little more snug, which I think I like. I'm gonna make this side just a little bit more snug. Which is, in the beginning when I first started sewing, I was making for other people, and it's like, okay, fine. But then it just became a nuisance to me. I learned very quickly that I don't like doing that. So because of that, I continued doing it for a little while until I was like, nah, that's it. And last year is when I decided, nah, I'm not doing this no more. That's it. I ain't sewing for nobody. And I stopped. Now I do alterations. I still do alterations because that's what I do for a living. And honestly, I'm trying to get up out that too. I'm working that out. But I was like, nah, I can't be sewing for other people. And then I'd never be able to sew for myself. And when I started sewing, I got into sewing because, number one, I like sewing, yes, but number two, I wanted to make myself something, right? The fuck? Okay. So now let's serge these sleeves. Let's go back over here. Let's serge these sleeves. And this pattern is a quick sew. Like, this is a really quick sew. You can do this like with cutting and all of that. You could probably do this in like what? Probably like 2 hours. Probably do this in like 2 hours. All right, let's go put these sleeves in. Okay. So I marked. Okay, so this is the right sleeve because I marked it. I gotta get my clippings. My double clicks are in the back. Now, when I put my sleeves in, I do put pins. Now that I put pins in, okay? So let's put this in. I shouldn't have to ease this in. It should be pretty good. Plus, this is a knit fabric, so if I have to pull, I'll pull wherever I need to pull. But for the most part, this should be fine. I shouldn't have to. Yeah, see, it's perfect. Ooh, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Ooh. Perfect. I just may have to ease it in just a little bit. But this is good. All right, so let's sew this bad boy on. If it's one thing I don't really like doing, I don't like doing sleeves at all. I really don't. But once I get the sleeves in there, it be so good. They be looking so nice. But I don't like working with sleeves. Even when I do alterations, I don't like working with sleeves. Specifically on men's suit jackets, when it comes time to having to take apart a man's suit jacket to do the sleeves, I won't do it. Thank God I have a master tailor who works for me, and he does them. Because I won't do them. Okay, so one sleeve is in. See what I mean? Y'all, look at this. You see what I mean? Like, look how clean that is. Y'all better stop playing with me. You see this? Look how clean that is. Nice. Can y'all see? Yes. Y'all better stop playing with your girl. All right, let's put the other sleeve in. Y'all better stop playing with your girl. But I ain't gonna hold you. I love patterns like this that are pretty easy and simple. You know, because you get a nice, you can do it fairly quickly, and you get a nice 1-2 in your closet. You know, like now I'm gonna have a new duster in my closet. You know what I'm saying? The skill of sewing is such a beautiful thing. It's such a lost art. What'd you say? Art, man, stuff hard to do. I think you're trying to say, are man's stuff hard to do than women's clothes? Actually, no. Men's clothing is much easier to alter than, I think that's what you're asking. And if that's what you're asking, no. Men's clothing is much easier to alter, in my opinion, than women's, because In women's garments, you got, it can be lined. You got, it can have a wide hem. You got pants that are lined. You know, with women, it's all type of, you just never know what you're gonna get. You got a dress, and so a lot of times with women garments, I'm saying, like, you gotta alter the outside, and then you gotta alter the inside. You know, it takes a lot more time, which costs a lot more money. And so, to me, it's a lot easier to work on men's clothing than women when it comes to alterations. My God, that looks so good. So I'm gonna serge it, and then I'm gonna steam it, and then y'all gonna see. Damn, I really like the way these sleeves turned out. I really like the way these sleeves turned out. All right, let's go serge this off. And yeah, I'm taking y'all every step with me. I wish I had a the way my studio is set up in here. I can't put the camera in one spot, so I gotta keep moving it. So you just gonna move right along with me. When I move, you move, just like that. All right, so let's do this. Okay, one shoulder. That's so clean. So clean. Okay, and then let's do the other shoulder. What pattern is that? I missed the first part. This is Simplicity 8059. Quick little duster. Quick little duster pattern. This is my second time making this one. And the first, hold on. The first one I made of this pattern, I didn't put sleeves on it. But this one, I got sleeves on that bad boy. All right, so now let's steam it out. You're welcome. So this is how I steam. Oh, let me show y'all. Hold on. Okay, let me show y'all what I use when I steam. I got my ham. I think that's what they call it. They call this a ham. I need a stand for this bad boy, but that's okay. No, I like to use the bigger part. I'm gonna use the bottom part. And I put it on there like this. I get my gravity feed and I steam her. And that gives us such a nice smooth finish. Now this pattern opts for like ties in the front, but I'm not putting ties on mine. I love this iron. You hear that? That steam. Okay. Now, the only thing that we have left to do is put the facing on. But I'm going to try it on for y'all so you can see how it's looking so far. Look. And I ain't even put the facing or nothing on yet. But you see what I'm saying? This is, yo, you better go make you one. Look. I love it. But it's definitely too long for what I want. Like, look at this. It's almost to the ground. It's definitely too long. But it's coming together real nice so far. I gotta hem the sleeves, of course. But this is where we are so far. Okay? Cute. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so next we are going to put together the next we're gonna add the what is it called? Why am I having a brain freeze? The band. You're putting the band. The band. I definitely would have to shorten it, yeah. I was saying earlier, I cut this, I cut view D. This is the pattern right here. Simplicity 8059. I cut view D because I was thinking, you know, But now that I tried it on, I definitely have to cut it. I think I'm gonna go with more of like view E. Like I kind of want it like at my knee length. That's way too long. Okay, so now let's put the band on. All right, so this band has, it's in 2 pieces. This is the back neck. Then it has 2 pieces for the front. I'm trying to see where I put the, girl, did you not cut your, did you not cut the notches? Did I not cut my notches? Am I tripping? Oh, but I think, yeah, this is the curve. Okay, I got it. Whew, I got it. All right, so now I'm going to add the back facing, this part, to the band. Oh, I did cut it. I did. All right, so this part gonna go here, like this, and we're gonna sew this together. And what you need to do when you make something is press, 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 press. The best thing to do is press as you go. I mean, for me with this duster, it's, you know, it's no biggie, but like if I was making anything else, I gotta press all my seams. As annoying as it is, it makes such a world of a difference when you're making your clothes. Okay. All right, so now, boom, boom. That's done. I'm gonna press this open right quick. Oh, it's real nice. Thank you. Stay to the end. Watch, because you're going to see what it looks like. Hold on. Okay. So now we're going to attach our back neck facing, which is that little loopy loop right there, to, and I have my notches, so I'm matching my notches. I'm going to use pins for this one. And then we're going to match up our shoulder seams to our notch, like that. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side, like that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and then here's what I like to do. I'm going to sew this from the middle down one side and then back to the middle on the other side. But this is a really long facing. So let's sew the facing on this way, 5/8 of an inch. And we're gonna go down this way and go back the other way. Now, a couple of changes that I made in this pattern, just if you wanna know, is it calls for facing, for interfacing on the band, but because this particular fabric it has a little bit of weight to it, so I'm not adding a interfacing to it, because in my opinion it doesn't really need it for this weight. So I'm just opting not to add interfacing to mine. Okay. Okay, yep. And then we're gonna sew this all the way down. Oh yeah, she's definitely getting cut. She is getting cut. And why is my thread like acting like she don't wanna behave? How long have you been sewing? Those of you who do sew, how long y'all been sewing? I've been sewing since 2014. And I've been doing alterations since 2015. And when I tell you I never thought that this is where I would be, never, ever, ever thought that I would be on someone's sewing machine. My sewing machine. Doing alterations. Never would have guessed. Never, ever, 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 ever. Okay, and now let's do the other side. And she's almost done, y'all. She is almost done. Okay. Let's put this side in. And we're gonna go down. Man, I could use this right now. As cold as it is. I could put this bad boy on right now and go home. Because but you know what would be funny is that us who live here in Florida, we be crying about, oh, it's 60 degrees. It's it's 60 degrees outside. And to us, 60 degrees is freezing. Off and on since 2000. Ooh, wee. Oh, you been out here. You been sewing. Do you like it? Do you just sew for yourself? I got back into sewing, I say, like about 2018. Okay. So a little bit after me. Do y'all like it? Do you like, and do you sew for yourself? Or do you sew for others? Or do you do both? Which one? Well, we be like, it's 60 degrees outside. And to us, 60 degrees feel like like 20 degrees. Okay. Get your glasses, nuts. Big Silkin in the house. Girl, what you talking about? I don't need no glasses. You get on my nerve, yo. It's Big Silkin, y'all. That's my sister. That's hey, that's my little sister that I was telling y'all, Big Silkin. It's Big Silkin that I be going to Atlanta to go visit her and my niece. Man, shoot, it's cold. Every time you look at the comments, you scream. Why? Mind your business, no? Jesus Christ, why you all up in my? These words too so small. Shoot. They need to make the letters bigger. Letters so doggone small. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when God blesses you to get older. And them eyes just be, you know, you know, off and on for 40 years. Dang. You've been sewing a long time. 40 years? Oh my gosh. Yo. Okay, what I'm doing right now is I'm trimming down the seam allowance so I can understitch it. Oh my gosh, Helen Fillmore, 40 years? Whew. Yeah, they do, right? They do. These things so small. Man, I tell you what. God bless you. Do you sew for others, Helen? Or do you just sew for yourself? Man, I feel like I'm just ignoring y'all. Let me hold on. My bad, y'all. Okay, hold on. I don't know how to. Okay. Um, what was I saying? My bad. I'm cutting down the thing. I'm cutting down the band so that I can understitch it. Nah, but 40 years, that's a long time to be sewing. If God bless me to get 40 years, I sew for myself, and yes, I love it. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense, because I was just about to say, God bless me to be here to be sewn for 40 years. You best believe I'm only going to be sewn for myself. You feel me? Because sewn for others for 40 years, I've been doing it for almost 10, and we about to get off that train real quick. I'm jumping off that train real quick. You feel me? Okay. We almost done, y'all. I mean, it was good while it was good, but hello, I made it in time. Yes, you made it. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. We coming down to the end. Right now, I'm about to understitch the band. And when I understitch the band, what's that gonna do is it's gonna help keep it down. I was wondering, what I think I'm gonna do too, I'm gonna understitch it and then I'm going to top stitch it. Okay, so let's understitch it first. And that'll keep it from flapping up when I wear it. I don't even know why I'm doing all this, because I'm gonna cut it anyways. But that's all right. Y'all here with me, so it's all good. All right, so let's understitch this bad boy. But yeah, if and when I get to 40 years, then I'm definitely gonna be doing it for myself. But I'm at that point now where I started in junior high school. Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense. If I get to the point to where I'm doing it for 40 years, number one, I'm definitely just gonna be sewing for myself. That's number one, right? And number two, hold on, let me just make sure that this is, yeah. Number one, I'm definitely gonna be doing it for myself. And number two, though, what I'm doing and what I'm working on now is transitioning out of like actually doing alterations and teaching it, because I believe that there is more value in teaching the man how to fish than just giving him a fish. Okay. And so for me, I know it's time for me to take my sewing knowledge and my alteration knowledge and start sharing it with other people, so that the skill doesn't die, right? I don't want the skill of alterations to die with me or whoever, whoever does alterations, because it's such a vital, you'd be surprised. Let me tell y'all something. I was surprised at the amount of people in my local area who do alterations. It's very hard to find people who do alterations, number one, and then people who do quality alterations. Like, what I find happen is a lot of clients that I get, they went to somebody who altered their blazer, let's say, and now one sleeve is longer than the other. You know what I'm saying? And then guess who got to fix it? They coming to me to fix it. Now, I will fix it, but that's such a disservice to that person because now they paid that person to get it done, and now you're paying me to fix it, you know? When it could have been done right the first time. So I am transitioning into that phase so that I can take my knowledge and share it. And that's what led me here. Okay, because enough people wanted to learn. So learn the art and the skill of alterations. So I'm going to teach them. I said to myself, I must be doing something right if I've lasted and had this business for 10 years and have 2 locations. Gotta be doing something right? You know, so it's time for me to teach. All right, y'all, we coming down to the end. Oh, I thought my bobbin ran out. I was about to be hot. All right, y'all, we coming down to the end of this duster. And she almost finished. But I'm gonna have y'all decide with me. When I put it on, I'm gonna let y'all see, and then you'll tell me like what length you think I should go with. And then I'm gonna cut it, and then I'll top stitch it. Okay. Okay, so the band is on. Oh my gosh, she's looking so cute. Okay, the band is on. I need to press this down. But before I press it down, let's decide on the length. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay, let me back the camera up. No, it's better this way. Okay, so let's decide on the length. Okay. But you see what I'm talking about? You see how it's flapping out like that? That's the band. So I'm gonna top stitch that down. So that this way, when I wear it, it just sits. I want it to sit like kind of open like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna hem the sleeves. Okay, so now let's see. It's very hard to find someone who does good alterations. It's very hard because you'll have those people who say, oh, I know how to sew. You know, I know how to sew. And it's like, okay, you know how to sew, but do you know how to do alterations? And it's like, yeah, I know how to do alterations. Okay, you say you know how to do alterations, but is it quality work? It's very difficult. And when I first started learning and I first started doing alterations, I didn't even know how to do alterations. I had just learned how to sew, much less. But I jumped out on faith. I said, sister, you can do this. Okay, y'all, look, so I'm gonna stand on the chair so you can kind of get an idea of how long this is. Okay, look how long this is. It's like almost at my feet. That's way too long. So I'm thinking to cut it let's say, okay, I'm gonna put a pin. So my first pin, I'm gonna put here, which is above my knee. Okay. And the second pin, I'm gonna put like just below my knee. And the third pin would be at like my calf. Okay, can y'all see that? Which one you think I should go with? First pin, second pin, or third pin? Just in your opinion. Which one? I'm thinking second pin. But tell me if you kind of agree. You can kind of see. First pin is like here. Second pin is like here. And third pin is like here. Which one you said? You said third pin? Okay. So a little longer? Okay. I thought second pin, but okay, third pin. Because remember, I'm making pants in the same fabric. So long pants in the same fabric to go with the duster. So you say third pin? Okay. All right, so let's cut it. Let's cut that bad boy. All right, so let's cut. I'm going with what you said. I think your name is. Goodness gracious, you're right. I think your name. Tammy. Okay, I'm going with third pin. So let's cut it first. And to make it easy for me, I'm just gonna bring them together like this. Okay, then we're gonna get the measuring tape. And we're gonna measure. I'm gonna kind of eyeball it. Yeah, I'll do it because I'm gonna make it a little short anyways. And I'm gonna mark it. And I'm gonna mark it. And this is the easiest way for me to do it. And then let's take the pin out. Are you keeping this live up? I'm at work. And yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna save this live. It'll be up. But thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I so appreciate your support. Thank you so much. But yes, I will be keeping it live. All right. So now I am going to cut. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, look how much shorter she is. All right, so now let's go serge Oh, Helen said second pin. Well, listen, Helen, I already did third, so, but if it's still too long for me, for my liking, then I will go back and adjust it. And that's the great part of when you sew. If it's too long, you always leave more, because that way I can always go back and cut. All right. So now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to serge the band. Okay. We're going to serge the edge of the bands. All the way around. Y'all, when I tell you I love this serger, ooh. When I say that thing serves like butter, that thing serves like butter. Nice and smooth. Okay. Okay, serge the band, and I'm not going to serge the bottom because I'm going to use my cover stitch to hem it. So I'm going to put a cover stitch hem in there. Okay, so now let's go back. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to top stitch. I'm going to top stitch it, but the way I'm going to do it is I'm doing it from the inside of the band, because number one, you're not gonna be able to see, you're not really gonna be able to see the stitching on the top, so it doesn't really matter for me anyways. This is, you know, my duster. So but I am going to do it this way instead of this way. I'm gonna stitch it on this way instead of stitching it this way, because I want to make sure that I'm stitching on the serge edge, and I don't want it to like look, I want to make sure that I'm catching it. So as a matter of fact, I'm gonna turn it under so that you don't see the serge edge when I stitch it. So I was gonna stitch it like this so that you can see the serge, but I'm not. I'm gonna turn it under and then stitch it. All right, so let's do that. And then I'm also thinking too, because when I make the pants, I want to make sure that you can see the pants from the, make sure you can see the pants when I wear the duster. Like, I don't want the whole duster to be covering my legs. See, you can't even see, you can't even see that it's stitched on the other side, which is perfect. Which is perfect. Okay, and then go here. Stitch all the way up. I swear sewing is so therapeutic for me. I could sit here for hours. And I literally mean hours. And sew. with no interruptions. Get my music on. Have my music. Have me a nice little drinky drink. And get the sewing. No interruptions. No kids. Why do the surgery? I know, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I thought of that after the fact. As I started stitching it. Oh wait, my bobbin ran out. As I started stitching it, right? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't want all that I didn't want all that I didn't want to see the serge edge. You're absolutely right. That was an unnecessary step. I ain't even have to do all that damn serging. Okay. And then my bobbin ran out. You weren't missing nothing. You caught something. You weren't missing nothing. Okay? There was absolutely no point in me doing all that serging if I'm just going to turn it under. Wasting all my damn thread. You know what I'm saying? Wasting all my thread. Okay. This is gonna be like, oh my God, y'all. I'm like so excited about this, y'all. I am like so excited about this. What's up? Like, why did the bobbin always want to act up when you almost at the end? Tripping. Can't stand when the sewing machine do that. But I have like these bobbins over here, and I didn't want to wind up a whole new one, so I'm trying to like use up what I have. Giving me problems, man. But that one gonna run out. I think it's gonna run out too before I get to the edge, and I don't see another one over here that's got that color. That was funny. She said, "Why you did all that surgeon?" I know. Okay, so we coming down to the ends. We coming around. And after this, she gonna be done. All I have left to do is hem, and that's it. And I'm not going, I'm not going to show y'all all of that. Because I don't think you really care to see the hemming. I mean, the hemming is just, just hemming. But this is definitely one of those quick and easy sews. And depending on the fabric that you use, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cute. Like the first one I made is it's like yellow, black, and white, and it has no sleeves, and it's long, like really long, to my ankle. So cute. And I had like these yellow shoes that matched it perfectly. Couldn't tell me nothing. Couldn't tell me nothing. don't know why I'm playing myself. I'm playing Russian roulette with this damn bobbin. Okay. Alright, y'all. She almost finished. She almost finished. You think that bobbin gonna you think that bobbin gonna be nice to me? Just leave it. You think that bobbin gonna be nice to me? No. She ran out. She ran out. It is, hello, this is Simplicity 8059. Let me go get a bobbin, man. I'm like right there, like right at the edge. Like, why would you run out on me now? And I don't. Okay. I'm gonna use this one. Simplicity 8059. This is the pattern that I'm making right here. This one. Okay. And let's put that bobbin back in. You know when you come down to the end of the project and everything try to mess you up? The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. The thread almost done here. The bobbin begging me up like, ah. You're welcome. Like, no, 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 no. Okay, guys. We're down to the wire. We're down to the wire. We're down to the end. We're down to the end. Okay, let's go press the band out. Okay, let's press the band. Okay. To get the band nice and flat, put some steam on that. Okay, come around the neck. I'm telling y'all, this is such a great pattern. This is a really good pattern. I really like this one. And it's an oldie, so I'm not even sure if it's still in print, but I really like this pattern. Okay. All right, cut off the little flyaways. And she's done. She is finished. The only thing left to do with her is just to hem the sleeves and to hem the bottom, which I'm gonna do on my cover stitch machine. Okay, but just so you can see the finished product. And that's what I kind of wanted it to be, like a little open, so that the shirt that I make to go with this, you can see the shirt. And then this is the new length, which I think is a really good length. Considering I'm wearing pants now, and I'm gonna be wearing pants with this, I think that's actually not a bad length. I probably could go a little higher, but as of right now, there she is. I'm gonna make the sleeves like this. And the only reason why I'm gonna use a cover stitch to do the sleeves is because this has some stretch. So, and the cover stitch is good for stretch. Boom, she's finished. I now got a new duster in my closet. What? Y'all better stop playing. You have any question? Oh, you have a question. What makes a sewist a good alterator, time and practice? Okay, so what makes I'm assuming you're asking, what makes a sewist a good person, like an alteration specialist, right? So, in my opinion, what makes a sewist a good alteration specialist, yes, is time and patience. Yes. However, it's not just the time and patience. You have to practice on the skill and the art of sewing. I always say there's more than one way to skin the cat. Okay, there's more than one way to do all different type of alterations, but it's the quality of your work is what makes a good seamstress or alteration specialist or tailor, however you want to call it. It's the quality of your work. That's what makes people come to you, and that's what makes them continue coming to you. But it's not only the quality of your work, but it's also you. People do business with who they know, like, and trust, right? And so, specifically though, when it comes to alterations, you got to remember, if someone is buying a 15, let me not go that high, $150 pair of pants, and they're coming to you to get it altered, they're expecting it to look like it was never touched. And in order to do that, you got to be able to know how to handle garments, number one, and know how to handle your sewing machine, number two, and know how to produce a quality hem or a quality stitch or a quality of whatever. And that takes practice. That takes hours of work. That takes dedication, right? It's not going to just happen, overnight, number one, because it didn't happen overnight for me. Now, I didn't start with doing alterations. Like I said, I started with making clothes, and I started with making clothes for my daughter. And it turned into this because we was given an opportunity. And so when I started doing alterations, I knew nothing about alterations. I was scared to death to touch these people's clothes. So I went and I got on YouTube University and I practiced, and I'm here late nights, and I just put in a lot of work and dedication. And here we are 10 years later. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, it's time and practice for sure, but it's also your dedication and it's your willingness to want to do the job or do the work or learn the skill. Okay. You're welcome. Anybody else got any other questions? Because as you can see, our duster is done, and I don't want to keep you all too much longer. First of all, thank you. I so appreciate y'all coming and watching me put this duster together. Number one, you helped me create my first garment for my So Lucky Jar challenge, right? And she turned out really cute. I can't wait to number one pick my next outfit and my next pattern, and number two put the whole fit together. Wait till y'all, wait till y'all see the whole fit. Wait till y'all see when all of this come together, right? And then you gonna be like, "Damn, Tess, I remember I was on there with you and you were sewing it." Yes, okay, yes. But I really like this. The fabric is wonderful. I mean, it feels nice, cable knit, soft, really good. So if y'all ain't got no other questions, I so appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thanks for keeping my company. And I will catch you. Oh wait, let me wait to see if anybody got any other questions. Do 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 do. Do 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 boom boom. All right, y'all. Well, it's been good. You have you a good Thursday night, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm so corny sometimes, y'all. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Anyways, deuces.